welcome back to the channel, everybody. I'm your host, Golden One. We got another episode of D.I.T.C 11, Digging in the Crates 11, where we take some of our records that were in storage for the last over a decade and just sampling and making some beats on one of my samplers. I'm still using the MPC sample. One of my favorite composers, Brazilian jazz music legend. And the first time I heard this record was actually a skateboard video by a shoe company called D.I.T.C. And the video's name, it came out in 2000, Mati. And one of the scenes, or the intro, was one of his tracks. And I remember it was in the year 2000. And this is pre-internet, I guess, pre-YouTube maybe. And I remember I had the VHS and I ran out to the record store probably the next day and I got this record. Not this specific one, this is a Japanese print. I got this in Asia. I've got a couple of these albums. I think I have this 7-inch also with a few tracks on it. And I've got various, every album of his that I see I buy basically. So I've got quite a few of these records. I would say there's one track on here is pretty obvious to sample. I didn't sample that. I had a little bit of a problem. These, it's amazing music for listening to because musicianship is incredible, but quite hard to sample because there's a lot going on. Bass lines and chords and percussion and things. So it's quite a busy record. But fantastic, this record, just put the headphones on and just chill out, and it's such a vibe. So check this out, check this artist out on the CTI, which is a very well-known jazz label. Go check them out, incredible stuff. So let me quickly run through what I did. The first sample was kind of like a bass line that I used. So if you go into samples, I think it was some drums. And then I found this kind of flute, I think it's a flute, section that was open in the beginning of a track. So I used that. And then I found this bass line, but you can hear I filtered it through quite heavily because there was a lot of things happening in the background. So I just kind of used a couple of chops from that bass line. Then I layered some drums over, a couple of vocal things. I had a few renditions of this track, but some of it just didn't flow right. It was like too busy and the things kind of clashed. And so yeah, it was this, I wouldn't say it was a struggle, but it's kind of, the idea I had was a lot different with the outcome. And then sometimes that happens. You just have to go with flow. And it ended up being quite a chill beat, not really a banger, more like a laid back, a couple of loops, very simplistic, but sometimes that's the best. You start to overdo it, and that's what I did. And I was like, no, pull back, just make something chilled. Doesn't have to be overcomplicated. So let me play you the beat and let me know down in the comments what you think. So let me drop this for you quickly. Here's the intro. that's it. Very simple, very basic. So another thing I also did, you can hear in the background the noises. I used, I kind of sampled like a wind chime, and then I just had a couple of samples from a kung fu movie. You're not going to get out of here alive. You're not going to leave here alive. And then a shaker with a little bit of delay. His name strikes terror. His name strikes terror. And that's some of the other samples I didn't use. And then, yeah, just the drum samples. So overall, very simplistic beat, but it was kind of fun to make. So yeah, if you ever in a record shop, look out for this guy. You can see his name over there. Sorry, it's a bit of a glare here. So yeah, check out this man. If you guys want to help out the channel, we're not monetized. You can go buy me a coffee. I've got a drum pack called Juicy Drums Volume 1, where I chopped up records and drum breaks and layered, and then you guys can use that in your productions. And otherwise, just leave a comment, leave a message if you want, and a like. And the best thing you could do for me at the moment is watch my whole video through. I just need a few more watch hours to be able to be monetized. But anyway, guys, that's it for today. I'll see you in the next one. Remy Golden out. Volume 1, Juicy Drums, Volume 1, Chop